And my wife is here. That's Rekha. There is. And another reason, basically, like Pradeep mentioned, that, okay, I mean, it's been difficult for us to face such a small little crowd, but you might ask exactly, when you face crowd, I mean, those days, when you're playing test cricket, you were not frightened, and you would get some runs and all. Especially, say, at Reborn Stadium in Mumbai, or why? TK, you are Eden Garden. Think of the Eden Garden, and there's 100,000 capacity. So it's full. And then you have got 25,000 police to look after and take care. Policemen, cops. And then you have got 25,000 complimentaries, free passes. 150,000. But wait, you have got another 25,000 without tickets. So, you're playing before 175,000, still we don't get frightened. The reason is that they were away from us 90 meters, And there's a fence in between, so we don't bother. But you are too close for comfort. That's the reason. But coming back to the subject, I must say that it's a bit difficult always to lead Indian team. I mean, you've got to get into that groove, right from the beginning, you start playing cricket. And definitely, I started with late cricket, didn't play school at all. I was supposed to be a little bit okay with studies. And I thought, like those days, either you become an engineer. If you can't become an engineer, you join railways. If you don't join railways, then you join State Bank of India. I did join State Bank of India as a probation officer later on, but that was a trend. And perhaps had it not been my father who gave me a cricket bat, I don't think I would have got interested. But it was a little bit of accident that I went to Elphinstone College, and there they asked me to be a 12th month, They have excellent 11 players, because the procedure was you get your inter-science done in Elphinstone College then, and go to Vijay. That was the only engineering college then. And from there, you come to Houston for masters and get settled here.
Hey,
So
it's true.
that was that way exactly. But that accident made me take up cricket a little bit serious. So I left Elphinstone College the first year. I joined Ria College, took it as a challenge, and then same year I played for the college. Same year, and I took it so seriously that same year I played for the college, same year I played for the university, same year played for the state team, Bombay then.
Wow.
That's Mumbai team. So that was it exactly. That put a seal of my ambition to my dream, not getting fulfilled for being an engineer. And then I became a college captain. Then I became a university captain. Then I became a Mumbai captain. Like Pradeep said that when I started playing for Bombay team, and when I retired, we won continuously for 16 years. There way back in '59, and we kept on winning for 16 years in a row. And now actually we have been winning the Ranji Trophy for the last 40 years. But that's why I was getting groomed as a captain. But that was only at the local level, at the domestic level. It was Shivaji Park Gymkhana. I played, I think when Pradeep mentioned about Shivaji Park Gymkhana and the Dadar Union, West Dadar and East Dadar, we were the arch rival. And I knew what the match he was talking about. I started walking when I got out because I had runs. I got already 100 against Dadar Union. So that was the rivalry. When we played for Mumbai team together, it was only for the Mumbai team. We always got together. In fact, it was Sunil Gavaskar's uncle, Mr. Mantri. He insisted that I should be, when he was the selector for the Indian team, he insisted that I should be there in the Indian team. He had to convince Nawab Patodi, who was the captain there, and that's how I got into it. So when it comes at the national level, we were always together, but only we realized with that kind of rivalry, we could play professional cricket. We learned the professional way exactly how to play cricket. But perhaps most of you are from Bombay or Mumbai, but we used to be called Khadus cricketer, no? So that's the way exactly we were brought up. And then we were playing with Vijay Machand, Subhash Gupte, so on and so forth. But when I became a captain, appears to be a different story. In the sense that, India is pretty huge. And pretty huge in the sense, you have got all the religions. You have got, then there were 13 official languages and 707 dialects. And now it's 23 official languages and dialects are same, but 707. So to get them together, play as one single unit, it was a difficult proposition. And then, by accident again, I had taken over, I had replaced Nawab Patodi, who was captaining the Indian side for 11 years. And he had all the charisma coming from royal family. Sorry, Rekha, also he getting married to Sharmila Tagore. But he had all the charisma, and so it's a bit difficult to, replace him, me coming from middle class and all. So I had all kind of responsibility. At top of it, I was chosen to lead the team, Indian team, on a tour to West Indies, where we had never ever won. And later on, of course, to England, where also we had never ever won before. So that was quite challenging. Coming from Bombay, we always used to analyze what we call SWOT, SWOT analysis. It's strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So I thought what kind of strength we have. Certainly, we don't have fast bowlers like the West Indies battery of fast bowlers. We had only good batting lineup. We had Desai, Sunil Gavascar, and of course me coming third, Ashok Bankar, Vishwanath, spinning attack. So we had to rely on that. And till such time I was observing what was happening, that we had a best spin attack. We would get few wickets here and there, but certainly we would not get 20 wickets we required to win the match. That was more important. That's why basically we were not having a good fielding side, or we were not concentrating. We were good fielders, but we are not concentrating on fielding side. And it's the catches which win matches. If the bowler gets a confidence, when we take a catch of his bowling, he starts bowling with more vigor. And that's where I think we were lacking a little bit. And we Bombayites, we coming from Mumbai, we knew exactly what it goes with fielding. So we concentrated on that. And of course then we have to have the strategy, well planned and all. When we landed there, Gary Sobers, who was leading West Indies then, he came to receive us at Jamaica, at Kingston, and jokingly said that, Ajit, I suppose you are well prepared for the defeat. Who asked you to come and welcome us? You might have been my idol, but mind you, on the field I think perhaps I may be different. I tell you because he was really my idol, greatest ever all-rounder. And when I played my first test match, we were side by side, we were practicing. We had two nets, one for India, one for West Indies at CCI Reward Stadium. And I think we came at the same time batting, and perhaps I think he might have been watching me or something. But after we finished our batting in the net, we sat a little bit to review our pads, sweat and other thing. And then he asked me, hey young man, are you playing tomorrow? So I said, of course, I wouldn't have been practicing here with the Indian team. So he said, ha ha ha. So I said, but you don't play international cricket in such shoes, because I had a little bit toed shoes I was wearing. I said, what's wrong with that? I've been getting runs, a lot of runs with those shoes. No. What's your size? I said, it's 10. Indian size, not American size. It's 10. So, Gary, he had a girlfriend there. Now he's retired, so I can talk. And she was living in Khar, Juhu area. And on the way, there was my house located. And he dropped in at my place on the way to see Juhu. And I wasn't there. My mother was there. Mother saw when he opened the door. Oh, Gary so much. She asked him to come in and all this. Gary said, sorry, Mom, I thought I haven't got much time, but these are the shoes for your son to play. It's a brand new shoes, signed by me, and I think your son adores me. So, so he went to see Juhu. I came home, and my mother insisted I play with those shoes. I said, impossible, because these are the new shoes. You have to break in exactly. You have to have practice. No, it's coming from Gary so much. You have to play with these shoes. So I had no choice, I removed my old shoes and all this, and put that new shoes in my kit bag. And I had no choice but to play with that brand new shoes, Of course I was proud, to wear those shoes because signed by Gary Sobers. And as it happened, I got out for dump. First test match. And then while walking back to the pavilion, Gary was standing there at short bit off, and bad luck, young man, ha ha ha, that typical West Indian type. Ha ha. I said, don't laugh, thanks to your shoes. You got this done. So that's a dialogue actually we used to have generally on the field, and that's what I told Gary. But first test match we played, first day was washed out, and the 4 days only remaining, and it so happened that it had rained earlier, the first day, that's why it was washed out. And when he won the toss, he put us in, and we were reeling, say, 5 down for 70 and odd runs. And then Dilip Sardesai came on to bat after lunch, and he went down to get really 200 or odd runs. And that gave us the confidence. We finished the first inning with 350 and odd runs, something like that. And wicket remaining the same. With a little bit of moisture on that wicket, it started taking spin without the rolling. And we could get him out quickly. And there was a deficit, a difference of 150 runs. And as a rule, if you are knowledgeable about the rules, and one should be knowledgeable about when you play cricket, that I knew that for 4 days match, if you have to enforce the follow-on, you have to have 150 runs and not 200 runs for 5 days game. And I said, this is the chance, to show our little bit supremacy or have a little bit of psychological effect on the West Indies team or other opposition. But others started saying, no, Ajit, no, captain, you don't do that. The wicket has rolled out extremely well, especially the bowlers, The bowlers, the wicket was not going to help them. So they started saying, no, I think we would require rest. We will have batting practice on this lovely rolled out wicket. But I said, nothing doing. We had never enforced the follow-on so far on West Indies. And let them know that we are as good as them. We can also do that. So what I did exactly, I went straight to the dressing room. I could have told umpires, straight away, that we are enforcing the follow-on. I said, tell Gary about it. But I went to the dressing room. Then entire West Indies team was there. I just a little bit said loudly, Gary, we are enforcing the follow-on. So they were a little bit shocked, Rohan Kanai. But he was quite pally with us because he has the Indian origin or something, but he was compared as great a batsman as Gary was. So he came to me, Ajit, you sure you said? So he was shocked. I said, yes, you better bat. And then I went back. So it has got a little bit of effect. So second test match, where it came, the match got drawn first match was drawn. Second test match, then naturally they played with little cautious. And that was their downfall. They started taking us seriously. And then it went on. Luckily, Gary's overs was in bad form. Rohan Kanai used to get runs, but not as much as he was supposed to get. It was only Charlie Davis and Clive Lloyd, I think, who got runs in the process. But we managed to hang on to that lead till the final test match. And without me letting me know that they wanted to draw this series badly, they extended the period, they extended the days for the last test match from 5 to 6. And last minute, umpires come to me and tell me that, Ajit, this is what the West Indies board has decided that they will play. So there must be some reason. And they kept that wicket a little bit lively at all. But fortunately, again, Dilip Sardesai strike, then Sunil Gavaskar was there. On his debut, of course, he made a great sixer. Total 667 runs. That was a record exactly. Your top batsman had not scored that much. But we went on to get good number of runs in every inning and we managed to draw. Yeah, there's a great actually one anecdote that the same test match, Clive Lloyd, second inning, they're getting close to winning because he started hammering. So I placed the Eknath Solkar at deep mid wicket. And he lifted the ball. He lifted the ball to deep mid on. He went running. Eknath Solkar, Eki went running all the way to take that catch. But while running, there was a spectator from that stand, close by stand. He shouted, "Hey, man, you dropped that catch now? I'll give you my daughter." They wanted to win that badly. And Eki took that catch, he went back there to that spectator and said, "I'm married." Anyway, should I say something?
Whatever you want, it's your show.
So, when he came back from West Indies, having worked for the first time on their soil, there are always critics, Especially those critics are more there in Rebon's CCA. We have produced more Don Bradmans than the real Don Bradman in Australia. But CCA, they used to decide, who is the captain, who should be the team and all, But they thought that it was a flash in the pan. How could it happen, Impossible. Anyway, the real color will be known exactly when they go to England. Because there were one there. England had already won against Australia.
That's right.
And Ashes. And they won the Ashes and they're just back fresh from that win. It's impossible to beat them at all. Luckily, when we landed in England, the typical conditions were not there. No rain, sun shining all the time and all. There's no clouds at all. Even it wasn't cold also. That was the second half of the season. And luckily, there was a wear tear in the wickets down there, with the result that it became more responsive to our spinner than their fast bowler. So there we could really score because we could play all the practice matches. 10 matches we played against the counties, out of which we won 9 matches. I'm glad we lost one. Because when you keep on winning, and especially the Indian team keeps on winning, they start flying actually in the air. You have to bring them down. So it's a good thing we lost one match out of the 10. So we had it brought down to, we knew exactly to play within our limitation. And that's how we won. Then back to back, we had series at home. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly one little anecdote about, I always thought when I was a captain, we played a little bit with a complex that they were great. We had produced greats like Vijay Hazare, Vijay Bachchan, Sikhe Naidu, so on and so forth. But we never thought that we would ever come closer to, teams or Australian teams. So we always played with a complex. So when we landed in England, county matches we were playing, and Solkar came to me and said, Captain, these guys are keep on abusing, सगळे शिव्या देत आहेत. मला इंग्लिश मधल्या शिव्या माहित नाही. So I said, you wait, because I know their manager very well, English manager Ken Barrington, because
He used to play.
played when I was in university, All India University, played against us, and so we got closer. So I asked Ken then, while we were practicing, Ken, just teach me some good, your bad words. So he explained to me exactly. And also, timing also he said, when to say, when not to say. Situations and other things. So, in the pavilion, in the dressing room, I said the same thing to Eknath. And then it so happened that Ajit Wadekar was batting in the second inning. He was, he's supposed to be as great as Sudhir Gavaskar. So his wicket was essential, and we got him actually. Venkatraman was bowling, it turned a little bit. Venkatraman used to hardly turn, but that ball turned. was taken the backhand, and he played that ball, he edged it, hit it pad, and it bounced off, Eknath's knee at forward short leg, and I took a diving catch at short leg. He was out absolutely. It was a clean catch. But as you know, Ajit Wadekar, he never walks.
Never works.
So he waited there. So Eknath wanted to, just give him back, absolutely. And the English, those bad words which I had taught him, he had forgot. And so, actually, then we appealed and umpire gave him out and all, he started walking. So when he crossed Eknath said, oh Jeffrey, go and tell your auntie that you are not out. So I didn't know that I called Eki, what is this auntie business? So Eki said, oh, you don't know, Captain? His girlfriend is twice his age. That's it, that's exactly, I was so happy that, my player is, doing that. It showed that definitely that complex wasn't lasting there at all, That's the thing. So we came back, we had a motorcade and all, but you might have seen on the screen.
Yes.
Lovely reception, then back-to-back series we won. I'm glad exactly, that's all because I leave something for the questions from you to ask. I'm so happy to be here. Houston is too huge, known for hospitals, and now I know known for hospitality also.
Oh, thank you.
And thanks to IITS again. I know your contribution as an alumni, to your alma mater is really great, and still you have been doing that. And I request all of you to see that you give it back to a little bit from where